Hey, welcome to our channel, Levels to Living. For all you new subscribers, y'all come on in, y'all hit the subscription button, hit that notification button so you will always be updated on the new content. Today, we are going to be discussing levels to living. Yes, a lot of us truly don't understand, but there are levels to living. God has totally laid out the plan for us. It starts with definitely getting into your Bible. And it starts with definitely getting a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. See, a lot of us don't understand there's a lot of craziness going on in this world, and we truly don't understand that God truly wants the best for us. But we are going to have to learn that there are levels to living. There's levels to getting to that next step in life. And first of all, like I said, we need to get that personal relationship with Jesus Christ. After that, we have got to get serious about what does our life look like in the next year, the next 2 years. Where do you truly want to be in life? And the next thing that we're going to have to do today, we're going to kind of be leaning this more toward the women. We're going to be talking to a lot of the women out there. And don't worry, men, we're going to be coming back to y'all in the next video. But today, we just really want the women to understand what we need to be doing to get to the next level. There's a lot of us out there, some of us younger than others, some are married, some are not. Some of us are just kind of lost, in the pathway, or, I feel stuck right now. I just can't seem to get to where I want to get. And like I said, we're going to have to start setting some serious goals for ourselves. What does life look like to you? Where do you want to be in the next 6 months? We got to start learning how to set short-term goals, realistic goals. The main thing we need to be practicing on or working on, if you're from about the 7th grade to high school years, you definitely need to be focusing on staying in those books, getting an education. Because I don't care what you do in life, you can't even go find a dishwashing job without at least a GED. Furthermore, when we are thinking about serious about our education, we need to be thinking about, what we're going to do, Lord bless, after we finish high school. If we feel like we just can't make it through high school because times are different and we have to face the fact there's a lot of bullying in schools, there's a lot of threats with the COVID going on. There's a lot of children who just don't feel comfortable in school. And so some of these children are going to be making a decision like, I think I just want to drop out and get a GED. I highly don't recommend that. But if you are just to that point where you feel like I just can't take this anymore, then yes, go ahead and whatever. If you decide you can't finish high school, please, whatever you do, go get that GED. Take some night classes because I promise you, you're going to need some type of education under your belt. The next level we need to be thinking about, if we're going past high school, we need to be thinking about some type of college or trade school because for sure, college is definitely not going to be for everybody. Everybody is just not college material. We just have to face the facts. But if you feel like you are definitely not college material and you're like, I done had enough of schooling, I'm just trying to get through school, then you definitely need to be thinking about maybe some type of trade school. Women, the thing we need to look at is that we always need something under our own belt. Of course, it would be such an amazing blessing for us to meet the man of our dreams that God has for us. This man gets out and work hard every day. He's bringing on the money to pay the bills and we're taking care of the household. But we also need to be realistic. Sometimes that's just not going to be what that is. Sometimes, ladies, we're going to have to be out here making a way for ourselves. And in the process of us making a way for ourselves, we're going to have some type of education. Like I said, if college is not for you, then think about some kind of trade school. Think about, IT is real big now. Digital technology is real big now. Anything in the tech field is huge now. There's going to be some people that's good at doing hair, good at doing makeup, good at doing nails. You might even be able to sell clothes or sell jewelry or anything like that. You have got to be thinking of something to better your situation. And yes, of course, we're going to be praying for that right man to come along if we're not married or already in a relationship. But for the meanwhile, we have got to get us some stuff under our own belt. We got to get some stuff going for us because one thing about it, nobody can ever take away from you what you have set up for yourself. The next thing we need to think about, this is going to be more for the more mature, probably older women, especially if you're already in a relationship, a serious relationship with a significant other, already married with a spouse or whatever, we have got to learn to start taking care of our households. Ladies, if we are in a serious relationship, in a healthy relationship, now I'm not talking about these people who are in a relationship that God Bender told you to get out of. If you're in an abusive relationship, get out of it. If you are in an unhealthy relationship, get out of it. And yes, I am saying that. I am talking about a relationship that you feel like is going somewhere. I feel like a relationship that you have prayed about and you feel like God is, working with the both of y'all and y'all are on the same page and trying to get to the next level in life. Ladies, we have got to take care of our household. God talks about in the Bible, Proverbs 31, about being that virtuous woman. And in there, he talks about a woman does not eat the bread of idleness. And what that means is that we have got to use our time wisely. And especially us women that have children, that are raising children, that has a man out there, significant other, or whatever, that is going to work hard every day. And especially the women who are blessed to be able to stay home. And not just them, but anybody. We all need to be using our time wisely. Because one thing about it, we all know for sure we could get a lot more done during the day, nighttime, morning, or whenever it is, if we would just use our time wisely. And with that being said, it starts with us in our household. And again, especially for those of us who have children, yes, it is probably one of the toughest jobs as a woman, as parents, that you will ever have to do is raise children. But God blessed us with those children. And when we bring children into this world, it is our responsibility to teach them the right way to go. It is our responsibility to make sure that they have their personal relationship with Jesus Christ. It is our responsibility to make sure that they are clean, they are fed, they are well taken care of. It is our responsibility to make sure that we are bringing them up in a way that is going to get them ready for every level of life. We need to make sure that we are getting our children up, getting them fed a proper breakfast, a proper lunch, a proper meal, especially when they get out of school. We all know what that school cafeteria food tastes like. And no, that's why when these children are running through that door after school, they are hungry. So it is to your best interest as a mother, again, especially for the moms who are blessed to be able to stay home. Go ahead and have that meal already ready. So when you pick them children up, you can get those children in there. You can feed them their meal. You can get ready to help them with their homework. By that time, your significant others probably get ready to come through the door. You get ready to make him a plate, get him out the way, and you get these babies ready for bath and bedtime. And I know I'm saying a little bit, I know our children don't go to bed at the same time. But my main thing is use your time wisely. If you're using your time wisely, you get everything taken care of by 7 p.m. You are ready to sit back, have some quality time to yourself. Because yes, dealing with a man, dealing with children, that's a tough job within itself. But at the end of the day, we have to do things in decent and order so we can have those little few extra hours to ourselves. Because yes, ladies, we need to be able to try to get these children out the way, get our man out the way. We might want to go in there and decide, well, honey, now that you done had your downtime, can I at least go get my nails done? Get a manicure, pedicure, give me a little break too. And I understand, again, that might not even be in your budget, but at least give yourself a little time out the day where you can say, I got everybody situated. And I promise you, the best thing you can do when all the bellies are full, people are happier. Trust me. But once you get them all settled down, if it's not in your budget to be able to afford a manicure or pedicure this week, then you take that little time and you go make you a bubble bath. You go get your own little manicure pedicure set and set it up and make that happen. But at the end of the day, again, we have got to make sure, ladies, that we are using our time wisely, that we're that Proverbs woman. We don't eat the bread of idleness. We're not out here just on Facebook all day. We're not out here just sitting around the house and like, ooh, and please, ladies, whatever you do, If you have a significant other, a spouse, or in a serious relationship, and this man is being good to you and your kids, or he's being good to you, and y'all are really on the same page, and it's a blessing that you even get to stay at home, please don't have this man no McDonald's meal waiting for him when he done worked a hard day. Now, don't get me wrong. I am totally not saying that there's anything wrong with the McDonald's deal. I love McDonald's food. I love McDonald's French fries. But after a man has worked hard all day, I promise you, that man ain't looking forward to coming home to no McDonald's meal. Again, we need to make sure that we are using our time wisely, and especially if we have children, because it's harder. When you got little babies and they're laying down, my mom used to always tell me, you got to sleep when that baby sleep. You got to take a nap when that baby take a nap. And through the years, trust me, I learned that. But I also learned that while that baby lays down, you might have about a good hour. You better get in there and throw them clothes in that laundry. You better get in there and wash up them different dishes. You better get in there and put that pot roast in the oven. You got to make that hour count. Because you know that these days, these babies ain't sleeping for too long. So when the baby does wake up, you done got a lot out the way. You're not feeling so bad. But if we're just sitting around and we're on social media all day and we're just dreading to go in there and wash the dishes, or we're dreading to do laundry, I know, I'm a woman. I dread it every day. But I know that it has to be done. And I feel so much better once I get that accomplished. And last but not least, yes, ladies, I know I probably came in real hard, but God has just really laid this on my heart, because I feel like us as women, sometimes we already kind of get the bad end of the stick, because our job is always going to be harder. I don't care, especially if you have children. Our job is just going to always be harder. And so that's why I feel like I owe it to as many people as I can to get much needed information out, is to do what you can to make sure that you're able to take some time to yourself. Now, there are also some relationships where both people are working and going very hard, because these days we know it is taking two incomes just to make it. It's taking two incomes just to keep your head above water. So with that being said, if you are working and both you and your husband are out there working hard and y'all are both bringing in the bacon, sometimes you don't have time to clean the house. Sometimes you ain't even worried about getting no house clean, because you like, I just got to get to this job and make sure these bills are paid. And I get it. In that situation, maybe y'all might have to sit down and talk and either say, we're going to go in this together. Typically on the weekend is when we do our main cleaning or main laundry or whatever, or we're going to have to take turns with the kids. One day might be your day or one day might be our day. Or y'all might just have to kind of figure out a small amount of y'all budget where y'all might have to pay a house cleaner to come in once a week, or, whatever you feel works for you, because we are living in different times. I know on here I'm going to get a lot of backlash because, some people feel like, oh, that's so slavery. I ain't finna go out there and be working and cooking for no man, or I ain't finna be doing all that even if I am a stay-at-home mom. Well, okay, that's on you. And I understand everybody have their own different opinion. And then, sometimes we look at life like, well, I can't believe I've been looking for a man. And which that should never be the case, because the Bible done already told us he who finds a wife finds a good thing. But anyway, back to what I was saying, that might be the reason why sometimes we look at it like, oh, that's back in the old days, and I ain't doing this, and I ain't doing that. Well, that might be why Sally Sue over there got the ring on her finger and Jesse James over here doesn't. Because at the end of the day, we have to understand we all have a role to play, whether we like it or not. If you are going to put yourself in a committed relationship, we all have a role to play. Yes, there are levels to living in this life. And like I said, God has set it all out before us. It is up to us to follow it. And it's really not that hard. Because like I said, the main thing about it, I know I'm guilty. I am no better than anybody else. At the end of the day, I don't like to cook, but I know my man need a meal. I don't like to clean, but I know this house needs to be clean. It's hard. It is very hard. But at the end of the day, I promise you, if you would just honestly start to be more respectful of your own time, plan out things, make every minute count. Not only are you going to get a lot more accomplished, honey, it ain't nothing better than, let me tell you, when a man is coming home to the children are settled, the children are fed, the Laundry's done. Now, I ain't saying every day. I mean, come on now. I ain't saying get in no kitchen and be cooking no meals every day, because I know I ain't about to do that. But for the most part, honestly, if you cook 3 good big meals a week, I promise you, that should suffice you through the rest. There's a day that it's okay for a man to be able to come home and eat a good, healthy sandwich. I ain't saying every day now. It's okay for the kids to have a sandwich day. That's okay. But we have gotten so relaxed with just going out to eat every day. First of all, it's a ton of money. You don't even get your money's worth anymore. And so we just have to really get back to the principles that God has set before us. We have really start setting some different standards for ourselves if we want to get to the next level in life. Now, there are some people out here, they just like, I don't care, I like the way I'm living, and that's totally fine. Ain't nobody telling you to change the way you live it. If you whatever is working for you, then you just keep doing that. But at the end of the day, I just feel like God laid it on my heart to start a channel that would really just help put some things in perspective. Help us all just get to the level that God has for us. And last but not least, ladies, last but not least, we definitely need to be taking care of ourselves. We have definitely got to start eating healthier. We got to start exercising. I don't care if you small, medium, big, in between. We all need to be doing some type of exercise. We have got to start taking our vitamins. We have got to start, like I said, making some time for ourselves, and definitely doing what we need to do to make sure that we are good. And at the end of the day, like I said, we put so many people ahead of us: our children, our spouses, our significant other, our parents, those of us that are having to take care of sick parents. We put so many people ahead of us that we're always kind of going to be on the back burner. To me, that's just kind of how life is. But at the end of the day, we have got to take the time out for ourselves and make sure that we are healthy. We got to make sure we're good, because, honey, let me tell you, if we're not good, then the family just kind of falls apart, and we all know that. Whatever we do, sis, start drinking water. We have got to start drinking water. We got to stay cleansed out. We got to do the best we can. Go take that early morning walk if you have time, or that late evening walk. Do whatever you got to do to start making yourself feel better. Take care of you, because like I say, at the end of the day, we are the stronger vessels. Yes, we are. When it comes to the nurturing and making sure the family's held down and trying to do that part. So, like I said, I kind of went in hard, and I'm sorry. I hope y'all, visit the channel, or if you are visiting the channel, share with your family and friends if this is some content that you like. And be sure and stay tuned for our next video, when it's going to be a lot nicer. We're going to be talking about some cute spring fashions coming in. This channel is totally supported by Concrete Fashion and Accessories. And we thank y'all for joining in. Until next time, bye.